So in this tutorial we would learn about how to set up AWS Client VPN using mutual authentication. In mutual authentication you need to have client certificate and server certificate for the authentication. So let's get started. In the first step we would generate client and server certificate using easy-rsa. We have AWS public document over here. I will mention it in the description. So you can easily follow the steps mentioned over here and generate client and server certificate. So let me first launch one EC2 Linux instance on which I will generate easy-rsa certificates, and then I will install it on the ACM, and post that we will use it in the AWS Client VPN Endpoint setup. Okay, here I'm in EC2 console, launch instances, server, easy-rsa. You can use any Linux box, but for this tutorial I'm using Amazon Linux. Please make sure to choose a VPC which is having public connectivity, and enable auto assign public IP. For testing purpose, I usually add any or allow all traffic, but the best practice is to use or allow only specific port or IP addresses. Okay, so I'm all set. Oh, seems like I forgot to create the keys. I will create a new key. Foreign, create peer, quit, launch EC2 instance. Great, I'm gonna SSH this EC2 instance. I will click on connect SSH. Before that I will give it the permissions. I will open the terminal. Chmod 400 SSH. Okay, I have successfully logged into the EC2 instance, and now I should follow the steps. Okay, so I need to copy this command, paste it over here. It's saying command not found, git is not installed. Okay, no problem. Sudo su yum install git. Yes. Okay, it's sorted. Now we can run this command. It's working now. For this command we will create easy-rsa folder. Okay, it's done. Initializing pk environment. It's done. Creating ca without password. I'm not giving it any name, so I'll just simply enter. That is done. Now this is server. Okay, its common name is server because it's server over here. You can give it any name as you want, like abc.com or anything. So currently it's server. I'm fine with it. Entering yes. It created server certificate. Now I will create client certificate. It's using name client1 domain tld. You can use any name over here, like abc.com client or anything. You can use any name over here, and enter. It would again ask for the confirmation. Yes, it's done. Now I will move all the required certificate and keys in a custom folder. So I will simply copy it. It would create a custom folder and put CA cert, server cert and client cert and keys in this custom folder. Okay, that's done. Right now I'm in custom folder. If I do ls -la, so I can see my certificates and keys over here. Now that's done. Let's import it on the ACM. So I will go to AWS Certificate Manager, list certificates, and then import certificate body. So here we should add the server certificate, server.crt. You can cat it, copy this content, and here we need to add key, -la server.key, cat server.key, and oops, copy this key over here. Okay, this field is optional, but I usually put ca.crt over here, so let's do that. Cat ca.crt. Great. So for this particular tutorial, I'm not importing the client certificate because I'm gonna use the same .ovpn file to distribute to my clients. So if you don't want to create multiple client certificate for each user, you can simply import only server certificate in the ACM. So I believe it is imported now. Yeah, it is issued. Great. Now we will go to the client VPN setup. This is the VPC console, client VPN endpoints, and create client VPN endpoint test. Description is not required. 10.0.0.0/22. You can use any range, and the slash should be from 12 to 22. Over here I will select the server ARN, and I'm using mutual authentication. I will use the same certificate ARN over here. Connection login not required. That's not required. Okay, that should be my VPC. I will confirm what's the CIDR range of my VPC. So I am using AWS provided DNS server over here. So if my VPC's CIDR range is 172.31, then my DNS server should be 172.31.0.2. Oops. And as a secondary, I would use the public DNS server. UDP because it's faster. Split tunnel, yes. For more information, you can always refer to AWS public document. Uh, but as an overview, if I enable it, my internet traffic wouldn't go via AWS Client VPN, but it would follow the ISP, local ISP, and whatever traffic I would mention in the route table, only that traffic would go via VPN endpoints. So that is it. I would select the VPC security group. So I would use that. In this security group, make sure that under the outbound rule, you have allowed everything. So let me also cross verify this. Security group, VPC security group. This is the VPC console, and over here you can see the security groups. I filter it, outbound rules, everything is allowed. Great. Inbound rule doesn't matter, but outbound everything should be allowed. So this is all set. 443. Great. So this is created. Now I need to associate the target. I can associate any subnet from the same VPC, and it would allow the connectivity to all the subnets. It doesn't matter if you're selecting this subnet or any other subnet. This is done. Route table, it would create it automatically, and authorization, I need to add authorization rule, like which subnets or CIDR ranges are allowed to connect, or which CIDR ranges my client users would access at AWS. So I should add whole VPC CIDR range, but you can add as per your requirement. 172.31, okay. .0.0/16. Okay, add authorization rule. All set. Now I need to wait for this state to get active. Meanwhile, I will prepare my OVPN file. So I will download the client configuration from here. In this client configuration .ovpn file, I need to put client credentials. Well, this is not required in this case. Had you been used client certificates as well under the ARN field, then it would have mandatory. But now I'm just adding client certificate keys and certificate as a best practice. So cert and key key. Okay, this is my Linux machine. Seems like it is stopped. No problem. Let me connect into. Okay, let me verify the directory. It's the mk. Okay, cd. ls-la and client cert get. I'm putting the parameters over here, and the client key get client key. Okay, it seems good. I have CA, then client certificate, then client key. Great. I'm saving it. Save as. Okay, so let me verify the client VPN status. It's still under pending associate. still associating. So for this tutorial I'm using AWS provided client VPN software. You can use OpenVPN software as well. Going files, manage profiles, add profile, test, YouTube, profile, done. Okay, it's available now. Let's test this. It's connected. Great. So now I can access anything present in this VPC. I can ping my EC2 instance from my machine. Its private IP is 172.31.40.22 inbound. First of all, let me allow ICMP. Okay, now let me try pinging it. So this is my Mac machine. Ping. Okay, I can ping my EC2 instance on a private IP address, which means I'm successfully connected to client VPN and can access my internal AWS resources. That is it. Thank you so much.